And thank you for coming to my channel, Midnight Moon Tarot. And my name's Diana. This is a brand new channel. I had to completely delete my previous channel and start completely all over. If you would, if you're new to my channel, if you would just like and subscribe and share my content, feel free to comment. If you enjoy the way that I read tarot, you can contact me at midnightmoontarot@gmail.com. The link is in the description, as well as my PayPal and Patreon that you can request personal readings on as well. And this reading is, I'm doing all the fire signs now. I've been doing them elementally, and so now I'm doing fire signs, and the first of which I'm doing is Aries. And this is for a sun, moon, rising, as well as a Venus. So with that being said, let's jump right into your reading. What are the messages for Aries for the third week of July 2019? Okay. What are the love messages for Aries for the third week of July 2019? What are the love messages for Aries for the third week of July 2019? I'm going to shuffle a few more times, okay? I've been doing a lot of readings this morning, so I just want to make sure that the cards are shuffled well. Okay. What are the messages for Aries for the third week of July 2019? Okay, one more time. I think that feels good. One more time. Okay. All right. I'm going to divide this up, and I'll start your reading. The overall energy for your reading is Nine of Swords reversed. Okay. And we'll discuss that in just a little bit, okay? I'm going to go ahead and lay your cards out. Okay. It's looking very interesting. Wow. Okay. All right. Now this this Nine of Swords reversed. Okay, you've had a lot on your mind. You've had heartbreak and thoughts, and they've been keeping you up at night. Can't think, can't sleep, can't eat. These things, when it comes time for you to lay down and rest, they're the first thoughts when you wake up, your last thoughts at night when you're going to bed. Aries, you're a very passionate, very fiery personality. It's really not like you to be so mournful and distraught. Whoever you're thinking about has really broken your heart, okay? And we're going to go on with the reading right now. So you have the Nine of Wands, and you have the Four of Wands in reversed as well. And where you may have thought this person was someone that you would spend the rest of your life with, it didn't work out for whatever reason. Your Nine of Wands is a card of feeling argumentative, feeling defensive, and we're going to find out what that's all about too. You have to realize that you're going to have to let these go. You may be feeling guilty. Maybe you have too much of a temper. Maybe your partner has too much of a temper. But, and you know, with the Aries, because you're such a passionate fire sign, it may be, I'm not saying that you're violent or abusive, but sometimes the explosion can be so loud that you can scare people away, maybe. especially if it's an air sign that you've been dealing with, like when you know, firefighters put big giant forest fires out by dropping a small explosion into it. And it's like blowing out a birthday candle, just boom. So if you have that type of argument or disagreement with someone where you are to the point that you're feeling guilty or you can't sleep, you may have extinguished and just blown everybody out of your orbit for a while, and you're going to have to work past that. So you have the Ten of Swords and the High Priestess in reverse. Okay, and you may be feeling that you have reached rock bottom, and you know this is coming right after your Nine of Swords. You, the wonderful thing about the Ten of Swords is you are at rock bottom, and there is nowhere to go except up. And then all these swords can fall away one at a time, and it's gonna take some work. It's gonna take some introspection. It's going to take some time with you meditating and thinking about the decisions you've made that led up to the point that got you into those situations. Fast thinking, doing things without considering all the consequences. And when you spend time alone and you're thinking about this, you need to think about how you might have done things differently and learn to apply that into your life and future situations. Okay. And we have, so sorry about that. I am from New Orleans, living currently in New Orleans, and at the moment I am out of town. I'm visiting. I don't have my tripod, and I have just my little tablet stand holding my camera, and so this is why it's like all on my face. I'm not really able to adjust it. In future readings, after I get back home, I will be able to do it so that you can see me and the cards as well. Okay, and so we'll get on with the reading where we left off. So you have Two of Wands in reverse, and you have the Four of Pentacles. And so at this point, you're thinking about your future and where you may have previously been thinking about your future and where it was going with this, and it didn't work out. And you really need to hold it down and just keep grounded and try to focus where you were thinking about the future. Right now, you just not that you shouldn't always be thinking about the future or consider, you know, building a life, but hold off on any decision makings that you have coming up. On the 16th, we have the eclipse, and that's not really a good time to make hasty decisions. Okay, just keep focused and keep grounded, and you know, hold it down at work and in your personal life. You have the King and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so I do see that this person was, you know, most very possibly a water sign. And if you were, you know, you being Aries and being with a water sign, you know, water puts fire out. Sometimes this type energy can, you know, water's going to keep fire in check. It's like fireman stuff, right? But when there's too much water and there's too much emotion and there's too much of everything, it's not really suitable for a fire sign. And so this person may not have been the right one for you, and you could have just been overwhelmed by their emotion and clinginess and passivity. Okay, You need someone that is more passionate and understands the level of passion that comes with being involved with an Aries. Okay, so we're going to check and see what's coming of this, and if you have new love coming towards you at this moment. So, of course, we have your Queen of Pentacles. Now, she was in reverse, but Queen of Pentacles is definitely somebody who has their eye on you, and Pentacles represent earth signs such as Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And this Queen here, and it can be male energy as well as female energy, but it can relate to a man as well as a woman, whether you're a man that dates other men, or a man that dates women, or a woman that dates other women, or a woman that dates a man. This is just the energy of the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So she is more, the Queen is more focused on home and stability and that type thing. Now, this Queen would not be overwhelming to you like the water, the Queen of Cups that represents water signs. So actually the Earth with the fire sign could be just what the Earth needs to warm it up, and it could be just exactly what you need to keep you in check without being so overwhelming. Right. So yes, your water sign. This is your Page of Cups. I don't see any communication coming through from this person. They may have, just completely blocked you off. I don't see any type of communication coming in the next couple weeks. So you need to just, like I said, focus on your work, focus on yourself, grounding yourself, getting back to a more sane level of your fire energy instead of this roaring forest fire that you went through that may have caused you to feel like maybe you were too much. Never ever apologize for being too much. You are perfect for someone, and your energy, as wild and passionate as it may be, is absolutely perfect for the one that's meant for you, okay? And you have Seven of Swords, and this is like the sneaky and the liar energy here. And your Queen over here may have made you feel in this position right here. They sometimes are manipulative, and especially when involved with a fire sign. They're not always manipulative, just certain situations, certain chemistries between elementals. And so they may have felt like they can't tell you certain things because you would be too upset, and that your reaction would be too explosive. So there's sometimes, not that it's right to be a liar or anything, because there's little white lies, and there's just blatant lies that are used to deceive and to be manipulative. So I don't feel like this particular time, I don't think they were trying to get away with something. It may have later turned into that, but I don't think that initially this person was dishonest with you because of that. And of course, you may have felt like it was, which is why, you may have gotten to the point that you just didn't want to be with this person anymore and walked away. And walking away, you hurt this person. Water signs are generally very sensitive, and it may actually be like the best thing that you could have done by walking away. And of course, you have Tower. So you had the Tower moment when you're walking away, and it was very destructive. And it's all for the better, though, because it gives you a second opportunity to rebuild things on a better and more solid foundation with your Queen of Pentacles, rather than being, I keep thinking about New Orleans, and it's built below the sea level. And so any kind of little storm or anything that happens with our storm surges, comes in and it's flooding French Quarter, which is kind of unprecedented. Even during Katrina, the quarter didn't flood. So yeah, this will give you the opportunity to rebuild on a more strong foundation. And I believe this queen is going to, whether it's a man or a woman, this queen is going to be exactly what you need to allow you to be yourself, and the growth that you need to keep building towards the future. So next card is the Two of Cups. And again, with your queen, this talks about give and take. It's an equal partnership. They're exchanging their cups to each other. The angel is watching over, and it's kind of a divine union. And this is probably going to be a much better outcome and outlook for you. Let's see if we can find out a little more about this. Okay, so once you do walk away from your water sign and you no longer feel guilty, you've done the work on yourself, you've done the healing. This definitely shows the third week of July with our full moon and our eclipse that is coming up, which is a really great time for you to walk away. At that time, it will leave space, energetic space, for this Queen of Pentacles, to come in and feel your life and say, hey, you know what? I've kind of had my eye on you, and you're somebody that I would like to get to know. And this is something that will be coming up after the eclipse. Okay. All right, and then you have your Ace of Pentacles, and your Ace of Pentacles is going to tell you that you will have the stability that you need with this queen and this opportunity that she's going to present you with. And it will allow you to turn your Four of Wands that was in reverse to the upright position again, and offer you the love and stability that you need to build a beautiful home, and a stable and loving home, and where you are not with an energy that wants to extinguish you. Okay, and that allows you to be yourself and to be free to express yourself. And so then you will be able to have the Three of Wands energy, which is more of the Aries energy. And you are looking out into the future, travel perhaps, moving, relocating to a new area. I don't know if this Queen of Pentacles is from the area, or if she would be relocating to you, or if you are relocating to her, but we can find out more about that. All right. So yes, where this is the Five of Cups in reverse. So you are no longer even worried about where you had been worried, so much so it was keeping you up nights, worrying about your water person. And it's in reverse. So you are now healed from all that. You've done the hard work. You've moved on. You've had the growth that you need. And now your High Priestess is in, let me get this in front. Your High Priestess is in front. And you've done the hard work. Your swords are falling. Your swords are now falling out. Okay. It's no longer like this. Now it's like this. You're moving on. You found someone that you are very, very compatible with. It's almost like when you find this person, when you find this Queen of Pentacles, and you see in the movies these cheesy lines where somebody's like, where have you been my whole life? She's going to come along and she's going to make you forget. She's going to make you forget all about that water sign, and somebody that was always making you feel guilty, or guilt trips, and you're going to be able to just enjoy this blessed and divine union with your new queen. Where did she go? With your new queen. And so it's going to allow her the freedom to be herself, where she may have been somewhat subdued and held back and maybe overly grounded. And see how she's staring at her pentacle and she's just like super focused on that. This union feels like a soulmate union more than a twin flame union, but it's going to allow her to warm up and experience life on a little more passionate level and feel alive and feel warm and not so cold like the earth signs can be. It's going to be very fast moving, and you're gonna sometimes feel like it's out of control, but you're gonna have you're gonna be thinking about whichever direction that you take with this person. It really feels that it is blessed. And no matter which direction that you decide to go, if in this relationship with this person, it feels like you would be able to offer them quite a bit of life experiences together that you can do. So it's so blessed that if you decide to move away with her, or she comes in, or he comes and moves with you, or the two of you head out together and start a new life, no matter where you go, it's a very lucky and blessed relationship, and you will be able to have a lot of abundance and fortune coming towards you. And here we have Ten of Pentacles, which again states like all your hard work, everything that you're working for, your stability, your home, all your abundance. You can see the couple back here. There's even little children in the background. So this may absolutely be the one that you build your life with, and your fortune that is when the two of you both have the same focus on what you both want from the future. When it's similar, when you find somebody like that, that's really an amazing thing to finally click with somebody. There are so many people sometimes that want to be in relationships and they don't appreciate the time the other partner has to spend away from them in order to achieve those things. You have to be a team, and if you are both focused on different things, then it never does work. But this queen of yours that's coming in, being that it is a divine and blessed union, you will be able to have a happy life and celebrate life. It's like those little posters people used to put up in their house back in about 10-15 years ago. Live, love, laugh. This is exactly what you were hoping for. This is exactly what this Queen of Pentacles was hoping for. And this is exactly what is coming for you when you finally have your Tower moment and let go of this Queen of Cups that had you feeling so guilty. And you will be able to rebuild and start over and have a very happy life. It sounds so silly to say happy ever after, but that is exactly what this looks like. And I think it's very beautiful. And I just want to thank you again for listening and watching my channel. And if you would, please like, subscribe, comment, and I would appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.